Hong Kong's trust industry is growing, but so are compliance costs. Survey shows nearly two-thirds of firms saw a 5 to 15% rise in the past year, driven by regulatory complexity. To discuss this, we have Vivian Chu from KPMG China and Kashi Lau from Hong Kong Trustees Association. Now, going straight to our topic, why exactly have compliance costs increased for many businesses in Hong Kong? Kashi, would you like to answer first?
Indeed, in recent years, there is a wave of compliance requirements. It's understandable because to maintain Hong Kong as an IFC, we have to keep the regulatory framework and integrate the market to the highest standards as an IFC. Now, in terms of compliance requirements, there are new regulations such as the one governing RA13 regarding trustees in terms of their monitoring of the public funds for the protection of investors. But in terms of investment infrastructure, because robust compliance require infrastructure, for example, systems for customer due diligence, transaction monitoring, as well as the reporting. For example, in terms of reporting, you will have the client money rule and the securities rule. So those are additional requirements for trustees. But importantly, the smaller trustees will have more difficulty because of the limited resources in technology and in human resources. However, of course, we're going to talk about ways to reduce it later. But in terms of regulatory regime, there are indeed different regimes governing the trust industry. So they're some way fragmented. So harmonization and rationalization of this different regime will be important.
Yes, just to add, putting in place the right regulatory regime for the Hong Kong trust industry is always the Hong Kong government's intention to make Hong Kong competitive and maintain its position as the IFC, International Financial Center. Unfortunately, unavoidably, this will have cost implications from compliance perspective. We are seeing players in the industry are looking for ways to address these issues.
Coming from that, Vivian, how can firms manage rising compliance costs effectively?
Yes, people are looking at various ways to address these issues. Hot topic is like adoption of AI technology, while everyone is talking about this, and use of RegTech solutions to automate certain compliance tasks and increase the scope of monitoring. So the use of RegTech solution is not just for cost saving, but also for the quality of the monitoring work as well. There are surveys showing that use of tech solution can potentially save 40% of the cost of, when it comes to things like KYC, know your client procedures.
While the majority of firms did say the compliance costs increased, but they also continue to allocate quite a bit of their budget on their RegTech systems, solutions, because in the longer term, adoption of RegTech solution will reduce costs and even more efficient in compliance. But I think more importantly, the compliance people, now they have to be agile and they have to review internally and design the appropriate compliance program to cope with the dynamic compliance requirements and commensurate with their business, their scale, their activity, and the product complexity are also important factors to look at.
So overall, what makes Asia's private wealth sector a key opportunity?
Well, the rise of new wealth individuals across Asia and also the increasing intergeneration transfer of wealth. So people are looking for structures and tools that will meet their needs for succession planning, as well for flexible solution to preserve their wealth, and for succession planning, philanthropy, and also business structures that help entrepreneurs and business owners to continue the control of the business operation while they will have the structure in place for succession and as well for transfer of wealth. For key market developments, Vivian can speak on it.
Thank you, Kashi. I think the growth of economy in Asia in this size of the world make the second and third generation accumulate a large amount of wealth, which they need robust wealth management solution. Add to this, a lot of government, like the Hong Kong government, put in place a family office initiative, also help the growth of this industry as well. Last but not the least, the GBA Greater Bay Area Also, we are seeing a lot of wealth management players try to penetrate this market much better as compared to like 10 years ago.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Vivian and Kashi. We are looking forward to having you both back on the program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Once again, those were Vivian Chu, Head of Securities and Asset Management in Hong Kong at KPMG China, and Kashi Lau, Chairman of Hong Kong Trustees Association. For more news, visit hongkongbusiness.hk.